Good morning students. Today we are going to see about 7th standard social science term 3 Geography unit 3 natural hazards understanding of disaster management in practice. So let's see the introduction. Every day all the newspapers and television news channels carry reports on natural hazards and disaster that occurred in several parts of the world. Neither all the hazards nor all the disasters can be preventable, but the destruction can be minimized. For better understanding, we must know what is a natural hazard, what is a disaster, what is disaster management, and so on. Let us learn about some important terminologies along with disaster management techniques. First, let's see about hazard. Generally, a hazard is a dangerous phenomenon, substance, human activity or condition that may cause loss of life, injury, health impacts, property damage, loss of livelihoods, services, social and economic disruption or environmental damage. Natural hazards are natural phenomena that might have negative impact on human or the environment. Natural hazards are classified into two broad categories: geophysical and biological. Geophysical and biological. So the next topic, disaster. A disaster can be generally defined as serious disruption in the society causing widespread material, economic, social or environmental losses which exceeds the ability of the affected society to cope using its own resources. Disaster impacts may include loss of life, injury, disease and other negative effects on human physical, mental and social well-being. Together with damage to property, disruption of assets, loss of services, social and economic disruption and environmental degradation. Hazards are termed as disaster when they cause widespread destruction of property and human lives. Types of disasters. The first type, natural disaster, that sources of beneath the earth's surface, earthquake, tsunami and volcanic eruption are the events. The second source on the earth's surface, the events are landslides and avalanches. And third sources of hydrological events are windstorm, hailstorm and flood. The second type of disaster, man-made disaster. So, socio-technical warfare. The events are socio-technical, technological, transportation disaster, structural collapse and production failures. The warfare events are national and international. So, first, let's see about natural disaster. The first one, earthquake. So, what is earthquake? A sudden movement or trembling of the earth crust is called as earthquake. The movement of the tectonic plates, mass wasting, landslide, surface fault, etc. that are causes of earthquake. Effects. During a strong earthquake, loss of lives building, roads, bridges and dams are damaged. Earthquake cause flood, tsunamis, landslides, fire, breakdown of water supply and electrical lines. It may change the course of a river too. So, examples of recent hazards in India and Tamil Nadu. On 2nd to 3rd May 2018, a high-velocity dust storm swept across the parts of North India and more than 125 people died and over 200 were injured. In Uttar Pradesh, 43 died in the city of Agra and about 30 died other parts of the state. In neighborhood of Rajasthan state, 35 people died and over 200 were injured. The wind downed more than 8,000 electricity posts and uprooted hundreds of trees. After 2004 tsunami cyclone Gaja is the worst natural disaster to hit Tamil Nadu. It left a trail of destruction in several coastal districts and took a toll on agriculture to a serious extent. So next disaster, tsunami. When earthquake jolts the ocean floor, the sudden dislocation of the sea bed occurs and the resulting displacement of water can produce one or more huge destructive waves known collectively as a tsunami. The sea waves rise to several meters and may reach the coast within a few minutes. The effects of tsunami: it causes flooding and disrupts transportation, power communication and water supply. So the word tsunami is derived from the Japanese word. Su means harbor and nami means wave. So the next disaster, flood. So sudden overflow of water in a large amount caused due to heavy rainfall. Cyclone, melting of snow, tsunami or a dam burst. Effects of flood: loss of life and property, displacement of people, spread of contagious disease such as cholera and malaria, etc. The next disaster, cyclone. A low pressure area which is encircled by high pressure wind is called a cyclone. So effects of cyclone: the main effects of tropical cyclone include heavy rain, strong wind, large storm, surges near landfall and tornadoes. Severe cyclone storm Gaja crossed the coast of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry around Vedaranyam and Nagapattinam in the early hours of November 10, 2018. Friday, with wind speed gusting of around 120 km per hour, reported the Indian Meteorological Department. So the man-made disasters. Stampede. The term stampede is a sudden rush of a crowd of people, usually resulting in injuries and death from suffocation and trampling. It is believed that most major crowd disasters can be prevented by simple crowd management strategies. Human stampedes can be prevented by organization and traffic control such as barriers, following and by avoiding mass gathering. The next man-made disaster, fire. So the fire is a disaster caused due to electrical short circuit, accident in chemical factory, match and crackers factory. Fire involves three basic aspects. The first one, prevention, detection, extinguishing. Public awareness of what do you before fire, during fire and after fire is of critical importance. So the industrial disaster. Industry faces multiple risks involved with its production, transportation, storage, usage and disposal of the effluents containing residual and hazardous materials from nuclear and chemical industries. Example, Bhopal gas leakage. So, the next is disaster management. So, what is a disaster management? The systematic process of applying administrative directives, organizations, and operational skills and capacities to implement strategies, policies, and improved coping capacities in order to lessen the adverse impact of hazards and the possibility of disaster is called the disaster management. So, the disaster management is necessary or expedient for prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, recovery, rehabilitation. So, the disaster management cycle or disaster cycle. The 6 disaster management phase that have been used in the concept of disaster cycle are as follows. So, the first one, prevention and mitigation. So, reducing the risk of disaster involves activities which either reduce or modify the scale and intensity of the threat faced or by improving the conditions of elements at risk. The use of the term reduction to describe productive or preventive action that lessen the scale of impact is therefore preferred. Mitigation embraces all measures taken to reduce both the effects of the hazard itself and the vulnerable conditions to it, in order to reduce the scale of a future disaster. In addition to these physical measures, mitigation should also be aimed at reducing the physical, economic, and social vulnerability to threats and the underlying causes for this vulnerability. Therefore, mitigation may incorporate addressing issues such as land ownership, tenancy rights, wealth distribution, implementation of earthquake resistance building codes, etc. The next disaster management, preparedness. The process includes various measures that enable governments, communities, and individuals to respond rapidly to disaster situations to cope with them effectively. Preparedness include, for example, the formulation of viable emergency plans, the development of warning systems, the maintenance of inventories, public awareness and education, and the training of personnel. It may also embrace search and rescue measures as well as evacuation plans for areas that may be at risk from a recurring disaster. All preparedness planning needs to be supported by appropriate rules and regulation with clear allocation of responsibilities and budgetary provision. Early warning. This is the process of monitoring the situation in communities or areas known to be vulnerable to slow onset hazards and passing the knowledge of the bending hazards to people harmless way. To be effective, warnings must be related to mass education and training of the population who know what action that must take when warned. The disaster impact. This refers to the real-time event of a hazard occurrence and affecting elements and risk. The duration of the event will depend on the type of threat, ground shaking may only occur in a matter of seconds during an earthquake, whereas flooding may take place over a longer sustained period. During disaster phase response, this refers to the first stage response to any calamity, which includes setting up control rooms, putting the contingency plan in action, issue warning, action for evacuation, taking people to safer areas, rendering medical aid to the needy, etc. Stimulantly, rendering relief to the homeless, food, drinking water, clothing, etc. to the needy, restoration of communication, disturbance of assistance in cash or kind, the emergency relief activities undertaken during and immediately following a disaster, which includes immediate relief, rescue, and the damage needs assessment and debris clearance. The post-disaster phase. The first one, recovery. Recovery is used to describe the activities that encompass the three overlapping phases of emergency relief, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. The rehabilitation includes the provisions of temporary public utilities and housing as interim measures to assist long-term recovery. Reconstruction. Its attempts to return communities with improved pre-disaster functioning. It includes replacement of buildings, infrastructure, and lifeline facilities so that long-term development prospects are engaged rather than reproducing the same condition which made an area or population vulnerable. The next one, development. It an evolving economy. The development process is an ongoing activity. Long-term prevention, reduction measures like construction of embankments against flooding, irrigation, increasing plants cover to reduce the occurrence of landslides, land use planning, construction of house capable of withstanding the onslaught of heavy rain, speed, and shock of earthquake are some of the activities that can be taken up as part of the development plan. So, let us see in detail about a few disaster management measures that are in practice in India. Why mitigating the hazards essential? It's more cost effective to mitigate the risk from natural disaster than to repair damage after the disaster. Hazards mitigation refers to any action or project that reduce the effects of future disaster. The warning system in India. Department of Science and Technology, Department of Space and Laboratories have set up early warning system for tsunami and storm surges in the Indian Ocean. Disaster management in India. National Disaster Management Authority, abbreviated as NDMA, is an agency of the Ministry of Home Affairs whose primary purpose is to coordinate response to natural or man-made disasters and for capacity building in disaster resiliency and crisis response. NDMA was established through the Disaster Management Act enacted by the Government of India on 23rd December 2005. The National Disaster Response Force in specialized force constitute for the purpose of specialist response to a threatening disaster situation or disaster under the Disaster Management Act 2005. National Institute of Disaster Management is a premier institute for training and capacity development program for managing natural disaster in India on a national as well as regional basis. So, disaster management in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu State Disaster Management Authority is responsible for all measures for mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery are undertaken under the guidance and supervision of the authority. Tamil Nadu State Disaster Response Force has been constituted with the strength of 80 police personnel. They have been trained in disaster management and rescue operation in consultation with National Disaster Response Force. District Management Authority is responsible for disaster management at district level. The State Disaster Management Plan. The Perspective Plan 2018 to 2030 prepared by the Revenue and Disaster Management Department. Hotline between Indian Meteorological Department and the State Emergency Operations Center is established and mitigation in the district is done through telephone, fax and IP phones are also available which connect the state with district headquarters, taluks and blocks of the state. Wireless radio network with both high frequency and very high frequency are also available in the state. General survival techniques. During the earthquake, be under the table, chair, kneel to the floor or protect yourself. Go near a study wall, sit on the floor and hold the floor strongly and protect yourself. Usually only torchlights. During flood forecast, store up necessary things like first aid. Listen to the local radio or TV for instructions. Cut off all the electrical supplies during flood and earthquake. In case of fire accidents, dial 101 for the fire service. If clothes are on fire, don't run, stop, drop and roll. Road accidents can be avoided by permitting the person only who have license are allowed to drive. Learn, preach and practice safety rules during walking and driving along the road. Rail safety tips. Stay alert. Train can come from either direction at any time. Never sit on the edge of the station platform. Cross the track safely. While on boarding the aircraft, pay attention to the flight crew safety demonstration and read the safety briefing card available in the seat packet carefully. So, once again recap the lesson. Both the hazards and the disaster cause enormous physical damage to property and even make huge loss life. Disaster management refers to conservation of lives and property during a natural or man-made disaster. Preparation, mitigation, preparedness, response, recovery and development are these 6 disaster management cycles. Okay, thank you children.